Hi everybody and welcome to the London session update with myself, Kathleen Brooks, on Monday the 25th of March 2013. Well, it's all about Cyprus really. They got the bailout at the very last minute. Most of us went to bed on Sunday night, no bailout announced, and then woke up and it was there. So again, another 11th hour deal, but it means that Cyprus's banks have been saved. They continue to get their lifeline support from the ECB. And it avoids a whole lot of uncomfortable questions about whether or not a Eurozone country can go bankrupt and stay in the Eurozone. So they've been tided over. Now, one thing we would say is that Cyprus still has a few more hoops to jump through, even though expectations are that they will get the bailout funds. But the German Bundestag, so the German parliament, does need to ratify the bailout funds. So it still needs to have that vote. As we told you last week, all parliamentarians in Germany have had their Easter holidays cancelled. So the hope is that that vote will pass at some point this week, maybe even into early next week. But what we've heard so far from the German finance minister is that the deal for Cyprus is good and that the goal of the Eurozone is for all member states to remain a part of the currency bloc. So again, just sounding a little bit more cautious now in Germany. And remember, we do have elections there in just 6 months, just under 6 months' time now. So there could be maybe a little bit of a wobble with this German vote in Parliament. So things may not be as stable as what the market suggests. But how has the market reacted to this? Now, remember, it's also a holiday-themed week. There isn't too much economic data coming out either side of the Atlantic. So the focus has been on Germany, has been on Cyprus, and on headlines coming out of Brussels and Nicosia, obviously in Cyprus as well. Let's take a look at euro dollar. As you can see, we've really managed to hold on to that 130 handle in amongst all this uncertainty about what's been going on in the Eurozone. Held on to it very well. However, we did give back some gains earlier. We had got up to 130.50. That's a short-term high. But the real line I want to show you is that yellow line in the charts, that 128.50 mark. That's the 200-day moving average. That really is holding as very good support. So that looks like a temporary low. In terms of, well, how far can we go? We still think that the euro is going to be weakened by cyclical issues in the Eurozone. So macroeconomic factors, including a very weak economy. The PMI data from last week was dismal, not just for the periphery, but also for the core, in particular France. And we think that's going to limit any upside. So what we're looking for is maybe sellers to come in. Obviously, 130.50 is a selling zone at the moment. But if we get above that hurdle, then 130.30, which is the 100-day moving average, or the green line on that chart. So again, just maybe range trading a little bit as we move through this week. But obviously, as we said, there are those public holidays in Europe. So that could potentially see action in the euro fairly limited, especially now that we've got that last minute deal. Now, the other place or the other chart I'm going to show you here is the DAX. As you can see, the DAX index managed to get above that 8,000 level and is extending gains today. Between 8,075 to 8,100. That's a very sticky resistance zone. However, right now, there doesn't seem to be anything to stop this rally. Now, it's not one of those rallies whereby we shoot through a level like 8,000 and all of a sudden we're seeing huge amounts of volume and a lot of upside. It's not like that at all. Much more a muted, low-key affair. Also it's happening in incremental steps. So again, we think we will get there. We do think these indices are sensitive to setbacks and headline risk. But we think 8,000 now probably, if we get another dip this week towards 8,000, that could attract some more buyers. And that's largely because, volatility is low and things in Cyprus have calmed down a bit. So that's kind of a green light really for these to extend their gains. And we could get through to 8,200 in the next month or so. But overall, good luck trading today. Watch out for those headlines from Cyprus and please do join us tomorrow for more. Thank you.